Hello one, hello all. Sim Reaper here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you forgive me if I'm a little off today. I'm still a little rough, but I'm on the mend, so I'm getting there. Now, welcome back to European countryside, and there's been some changes to the farm. It's starting to look good. So, without further ado, let's have a quick look round. So, as you can see straight away, we have a new silo. It's this big multi-fruit silo. You can find this mod on the mod hub. Also, I've moved our storage unit over here. The Meridian storage yard. So we've got the seeds, solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and herbicide in here. Also, one thing to know: if you want to move silos, if you want to move your silo, put your new silo down first, because if they're in proximity to each other, they basically link, so you don't need to transfer anything into this one. As you can see, everything's already in there. I don't know why. Oh yeah, it's because it's classing that over there, so I think you can actually fill up from here, which is weird, but I won't do that because that's just weird. Also, we have moved our chicken coop. This one is actually a modded chicken coop and can hold 500 chickens. And let's see. So the first thing I want to do is I want to buy we're going to get our chickens back. Oh, we got to select. I wish it'd stay on the last one you selected. So we're up to 300. That's 360. There we go. 500 chickens. Cost about 20 something thousand, 22,000. So yeah, we've got a lot more space now. Of course, it's not finished because I didn't have enough money to finish it, so it looks a bit naff. It don't look right back here, but we are going to flatten all this out around the pylon. Of course, I'm going to leave it raised up because it'll look weird otherwise. But all this is going to be flattened out and used as basically storage and whatever else we want to do. I might put a sheep pasture up here. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, so that's the farm in a nutshell right now. But we have a lot more room to get things done. Our field's looking good. Nice big field full of soybeans. So we're going to advance until we are ready, but one thing we need to do, we need to put food in for the chickens. We still do have some wheat, but I'm going to have to plant a field of wheat pretty soon because we only have 18,000 litres left. And of course, I'd rather self-feed than have to go to the store and buy the feed. I think this new coop, I can't remember how much it can hold, but I'm pretty sure it can hold more than what we can put in this trailer, so we're going to have to upgrade our trailer soon as well. One thing I do need to check, yeah, we still have a £75,000 loan that we also need to pay off. Yeah, but that took the full amount. So I did recently sell all the eggs and all the honey. Also gonna want to plant. I want to put more beehives down for more honey, and I also want to get a better trailer for moving the honey and the eggs, because that one is a bit fussy. But we'll figure that out as we go. Alright, that can hold quite a bit because that was 18,000 litres. Well, a bit over 18,000 litres, and it took a lot, so... But yeah, the next step is to move on to the harvest. Because that's what we need to do. Park up here for now. Eventually I am going to have sheds for all my equipment, but for the time being, oh, besides that is really awkward. I always forget about that. Right, it should pop you out the other side if there's more space on that side. It just makes sense to me. Okay, so I will see you back here when it is time to harvest. Alrighty then, so as you can see, it's now time to harvest. So we're going to go get the harvester after I hop the fence. There's deer in my shed. I have to remember to start cleaning my stuff because it does look dirty. But we are going to get the harvester out. There's actually something I want to try. Where is my header? That's what... Oh, there it is. Right, so there's actually something I really want to try with courseplay. It's not something I've tried before. I want to see if I harvest and then set up my tractor to empty the harvester. Will it empty it even though I'm the one running it? Because I'm curious to know if it will. So let's get started, make a bit of space. Get the tractor up and running. See if this works. If it doesn't, I'll just do it manually. It's not really much of an issue. It'd just be nice if, until he's fully loaded, I could have him unload me so that I don't have to mess around too much. Right, so first things first. Yep, that job. Good, okay. So let's get going and we'll get this harvesting done. Of course, this is going to take a little bit of time because I'm still using the small harvester, but it's not the end of the world. I will upgrade the harvester when I've got some money. Obviously, I want to get the bank loan paid off first, and then once the bank loan is paid off, I'll be able to save up a bit of money, hopefully do some more work on the farm, make it look a bit better, and then I can start worrying about equipment and then fields, because I obviously want to get the next set of fields going. Because like I said, I have a plan to merge multiple fields, which is what we did this field initially. So this will be our first merge field, and we're going to have some over here merged. We're going to have some down here merged as well. And then once we've got multiple fields, we can plant multiple crop, and that will help because it means that I'll be able to plant, for example, a field of soybeans. I'll be able to plant the field of wheat. Eventually we are going to need straw because I do plan on putting down a cow barn. Once we've got the fields south farm, I'm going to put a cow barn down there somewhere, and that's going to be our cow barn area. What I really want to do is I want to have a proper look around the farm and figure it out, the map, sorry, and figure out exactly where I want it. But for the time being, that's the plan. So if I put the pipe out, will it go? Because it looks to me like he's still in there. Yeah, there's still something in that, right? So hopefully when I get full, it will saves me doing it. I'm at 60%. So like I normally do, I do a headland run, and then I'll do. Well, basically I want to get to full to see if cosplay will empty me, because I'm actually in control of it. See what the difference would be between cosplay doing it and me doing it, but it might just be that, you know, it'll only work if cosplay is also controlling the harvester, so we'll just have to see. Rock right there, I don't want to drive me harvester down that. But we're getting there, almost full. And then of course once I've tested out whether he'll empty me or not, I will do the rest of the harvesting off screen, because doing the same thing over and over again is just kind of boring. I mean, I was just going to skip the harvesting for you guys, but obviously I want to test this out, so I thought I'd do it actually live. See if I do this right. So at 96%, and then we'll make some space on the field so they can empty me out. Come in. No, it doesn't look like it'll work. So it must be that it has to be running on actual courseplay in order for it to work. But that's fine. That's not a big issue. Now I know. Right, so I just need to turn around and go empty. You know, but stuff like this is why I enjoy this game. Being able to, you know, do experiment, especially with the mods, because knowing what they're capable of will save me time in the long run. Oh, balls. the one bit that was raised up. Alright, so I'll see you back when this field's finished. Alright, so we are almost finished on this harvest. I'm going to have one pass just to get what's left. It's gone pretty well so far. And then we will lime and fertilise first before we plant this time. It's just easier to do it that way. There's some weird problems with the textures. It's like, for example, when I did the rolling, because there was lime in the ground, normally the lime would disappear, or the texture had changed, but it didn't really change, so I had to use coarse clay to do it because I couldn't tell what was rolled and what wasn't, which is kind of irritating. But we have pulled 20-something thousand litres off here so far. What's bugging me though is, according to this, I don't have anything except seeds. So yeah, I'm not sure what to make of that. Maybe it's because I sold the old silo. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the stuff is still in the silo. If I go up to the silo itself, it shows me everything that's inside it, and it's all in there. It's just not showing up on that list for some weird reason. So I'm not sure why, but we got another. Oh no, I think the trailer's empty right now. But we're gonna have another probably about 3,000 litres by the time this is done. So an okay amount. We're going to make plenty off the eggs because with 500 chickens we should produce eggs quite well. We definitely need to get weed down though, so that we can feed those chickens. Also really need a better harvester. Alright, so that is all the soybeans harvested off our field. It's our first harvest. That dint there is a bit annoying, so I might smooth that out at some point. I will at some point during the week work on, actually I might do it this weekend, so I've not really got much to do on the weekend. So I will come on and get some stuff done. Try and avoid any big changes if I can. But basically I just want to come on and make some money so that we've got more options. Otherwise we're not going to progress. But yeah, I'm going to lime, I'm going to fertilise. After I've cleaned up the harvester because it's a bit dirty. We're cleaning. I'd love it if you actually if there's little drips that came off the bottom of the vehicles, and you could actually proper clean up. I mean, there's only so much they can do in the game, but there's just certain things, things that they can animate, the water dripping off at the bottom, just little drops whenever you're doing this. Or maybe just make it a bit more interesting to actually do. Right, let's go get this put away. And then we will unload the rest of our soybeans. But yeah, I'll come over to the silo and I'll show you what I meant before. If you come over, it shows a lot. There you go. So we've got just shy of 40,000 litres of soybeans. So we do have soybeans, it's just not showing up. I mean, I think if I completely empty it, it might like reset it maybe. So completely empty that, completely empty the other one, and it might hopefully reset. There we go. Right, let's get what's left of these soybeans put away, and then we need to get the lime spreader out. Now we've got more space, we can start moving stuff, putting it in better places. Like this stuff over here, I can move like in this gap here, over there. Probably won't put stuff in that gap though, because I don't want to block things turning around when I need to go get the liquid fertilizer and the herbicide and stuff. So I'll probably use that space there. It needs smoothing though. But we got about 5,000 litres of lime. Lime's pretty cheap, to be honest, so if I run out I could always get a bit more. But we'll get this liming done, and then we can start fertilising. Alrighty then, so we're almost done with the lime. Didn't actually need to refill, which is nice. We'll need some more for the next field prep, but that's okay. It's not really much of an issue, because lime is actually relatively cheap. It's liquid fertilizer that can be expensive, especially considering we're paying double because of the storage. I mean, I could always go down to the store and get it from the store if need be, but I'd rather not, because it means I'll have to get a different trailer, just because the current trailer, the box trailer we have, it's okay, but it just lacks space basically. That's supposed, I think that there is actually supposed to be the entrance to the farm, to the field, but it's basically just a big old lump of dirt. So a bit awkward, but it's not that much of an issue. We've got 2 more pieces of mucking machinery. Might as well get them cleaned, because I'll be spraying with the other tractor. Where's that again? I can't remember. It's a Kubota. But we'll get this cleaned up, put away, and we'll get to spraying. And I've just noticed that the chickens are not exactly in their coop, so we're going to fix that pretty quick. Well, and then we want to go decoration, sorry. It's this one. do. And then landscape and painting. Just get a bit of grass down in here. Like that. Give them all loads of grass just because and then we want the smallest, and we're just going to put a little bit around here. Look at all them eggs, nice. Okay, needs a little less space there, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world, but we're going to put, see how this here needs smoothing out. So I'll do that quickly while I'm here, because you've got to make sure it's an aesthetic thing. I just want the farm to look semi-decent. It's like this bit down here kind of bugs me, so I'm just going to smooth it out a little, just so it's not as deformed. It still don't look very good because it's still a nasty slope, but it'll look a bit better like that for now. Right, so let's put our limer right here for now, because I'll have some storage sheds put there eventually. And then we're going to get the sprayer. We're going to do the we're going to do the fertilizer first. Because there's no point doing the weeds until the seed's been planted. I might need to swap this tractor out at some point though. Whoa, oh, wrong button. Liquid fertilizer. Now hopefully we've got enough to do this field so I don't need to buy any more. But we shall see. At some point I might go back to the bigger sprayer now that we're focusing mainly on the on a big field now, because we've got such a big field. The bigger sprayer might be a good idea, but for the moment we'll just stick with this. It is quite small, so even though it's turned on, it's not letting me spray because it's, I don't know. I have updated them recently. Maybe it's because I don't have a cropping, and that's why it's being fussy, but it's fine. It just means that I have to seed first. But I'll do that probably over the weekend actually, and just I'll do several crops just to make some money. In June we can sell all the soybeans I currently have. Yeah, so that's going to be it for today. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. If you like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And I will catch you again next time.